So I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to be here throwing my 2 cents worth in. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Tom Antion, the one that got you on this event. And the guys that are going to run it for me are two guys that the one. How long have you worked here, Colin?
Almost 5 years.
Almost 5 years. He's also the instructor in my my new internet marketing school. So you have to be very qualified to do that. So he handles all the social networking, blogging, shopping cart stuff, and very competent. Then we have Mark, which Mark is an interesting story. He came to me. He was a professor at a university, and I'm looking at his resume and looking at him. He's like in shorts and scraggly blonde hair, and it looks like he just came off the beach with a surfboard up his butt.
I did, except for the butt.
Yeah. And I'm looking at his resume. I'm thinking, how can this be? And I asked him why he left his professorship. You know what his answer was? They wanted to make him wear a tie. So I thought, you're perfect for here, man. So basically, you know, I tease the heck out of these guys, but they're like the sons I never wanted. You know, the illegitimate sons I never wanted. And so I'm going to turn it over to them and throw my 2 cents worth in as we go. So take it away, guys.
Thank you very much, Tom, and welcome everybody to the YouTube Super Secrets, getting views, subscribers,
and branding your business.
Branding your business. That's right. If you take a look at this slide here, you will see two dashing gentlemen, one in white on the right and one in black on the left. The one in white is me, Mark Bullard, the surfer bum that that Tom was talking about, and the serious-looking guy in left in wearing black there is the one and only Colin Martin.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine. So
How's everybody else doing out there?
I think everybody else seems to be doing fine too. We're getting a lot of comments in here, and that's fantastic. Keep putting those comments and questions either in the question box or the chat box.
I just got an interesting comment from Gloria Starr. She was my first e-millionaire in my butt camp training and internet training, and she says that YouTube is bringing her more money than when she was paying $3,000 a month in her pay-per-click Google AdWords account. So awesome, Gloria. So you know this works, and you're even going to learn some new tricks here.
Yeah, that's great. That's fantastic. Yeah, using YouTube, there's more than one way to use YouTube, and we'll get into that in some more detail, but I mean, you can use your YouTube channel to just strictly make money with YouTube, and you can also use your YouTube channel to make money with your products and services. But before we get into that, why don't we introduce ourselves a little bit more. I, again, am Mark Bullard, and I have been doing video production and video editing for over 12 years now. And then I have started working with Tom, and I've been doing that for over 3 years now. So I have the combination of video production and video editing, as well as the internet marketing skills.
I wouldn't really call it work that much. You sit here and play and make videos all day. That's more fun than it is work, I think.
It's like it's kind of like a video game where you just put shots together and try to make Tom look good, which sometimes isn't the easiest thing to do. Then we also have Colin here.
Well, yeah, putting all the funny guys aside for a minute, you can see in this picture here that I'm very serious. Well, what am I serious about? I'm serious about making money. And that's why we're all here, and that's what we really ultimately want to do, and videos are a critical part of making money and branding your business and making you a celebrity and getting that publicity out for on the cheap. Now, between Tom's videos that we've made and all his public speaking videos and internet marketing videos, the ones for his new school and the ones for his sales letters and all these other things, I think we've done about 500 videos for Tom using the techniques that we're going to show you tonight or on this webinar. So this is a great opportunity. I just want to reiterate that this is the training we actually do at the Great Internet Marketing Retreat Center, Tom's Great Immersion Weekend that people pay a lot of money to go out there, nearly $7,000 to $8,000 to attend this thing. And a big part of this weekend that we have at his home is about video, how to market it correctly, how to shoot it correctly. And a lot of the tips we're going to show you tonight, and this is really going to be very important, are the ones that we teach there.
And I want to warn you that Colin, yes, he is very serious about internet marketing, as you can see in the picture here. And so sometimes he will kind of go off on a little tirade, a little rant, and it's all good information, but it's going to be a lot all at once. So every once in a while I have to cut Colin off so I can jump in and throw in my 2 cents. Also, I just want to let you guys know that if you stick around to the end, we are going to give you guys something great. And actually, we're going to give all of you guys who are on the webinar right now something extra special, and we will get into more detail about that later on. Also, we are going to give you a ton of usable, great information, but I will warn you that we are going to offer you something at the end of the webinar which is going to help your business out. So hopefully you understand that of course we're going to give you some great information, but of course we're going to try to get you to give you a little offer that will even take give you even more information and take your business to the next level. Mm-hmm. Okay, so Colin, you want to get going here?
What we're going to learn tonight. There's a lot of great information. Like I said, that Tom has been doing this for years, and he's been using this information we're going to show you on this webinar to get to the top of the search engines with video. Google and the search engines love video. They specifically look for it, and they have adjusted their algorithms to search for multimedia to give the searcher different kinds of choices in the material that they get as search results. And video is dynamic, and it's fantastic. And these tips that we're going to show you on this webinar are the ones that Tom's been using for years, and some of his videos we have gotten to the top of Google in as little as 24 hours after we've uploaded them to YouTube. Yeah. So I mean,
I'm sorry. Actually, you may not have realized it, but some in a matter of less than 1 hour.
Really?
Yeah. It's been that fast because of what we call long tail keywords. So yeah, you can do this quick.
Yeah, ever since Google bought YouTube, they're actually indexing these things quicker. Now the 24-hour stat was from actually a few years ago, so I'm sure that's gotten more popular and more quicker as we go along. But these tips, we're going to learn to, first off, we're going to talk about optimizing videos. And I know that sounds like a big confusing word, but it's really about making your videos findable by the search engines, and that's a very important way to use them as positioning. And of course, no one subscribes to boring channels, and we want to help liven these videos up and get more subscribers. Subscribers are the key to getting a lot of views, and you'll see that the people who are most popular on YouTube to get the most views actually have the most subscribers, and people subscribe because they like the information. And of course, promoting your business to make more money. Building your celebrity status is very important. Tom's always taught that building your celebrity status in your industry will get you more speaking engagements and make more money. And obviously, videos are an important part of building that celebrity status. And going into more publicity for your celebrity status, it's very important that getting the most publicity for your dollar, videos are the way to go. Online videos are the way to go here, as opposed to traditional advertising, which you still want to do. But this is just something that's been going on for just a couple years. It's growing in popularity, and you can really use it to sell yourself. Not just your products, but sell you as well. So we can also use video to increase your social presence. Everyone loves Facebook. Everybody loves Twitter. These are very powerful tools to building publicity for you, and video is a huge part of it. There isn't a social network out there that doesn't use or make it video friendly for you to use YouTube videos and the videos you make online to help promote yourself with social networking, which is very important. And of course, what are we using videos for really? To reach a worldwide audience. You don't have to be local anymore. You can take your online business and show it to the entire world, and that's exactly how you make the big money. It's not a neighborhood local thing anymore.
About brick and mortar stores, so many of them think so locally that it really hurts them when they could be selling information products and things globally. In fact, a lot of them survive because of their global presence, not just their local presence.
Yeah, that's right. Good point, Tom. Yes, we are going to cover all of these points, and you might be looking at some of these and saying, well, what are subscribers? Or, what is optimization? Well, of course, we're going to cover that, but if there's anything that we don't cover, We are going to open the lines to a live Q&A session after our little webinar, and so feel free to type in your question either in the chat box or the questions box, and we will answer every single question before we get off the line. Good points, Colin. I think what we're going to do is we are going to throw in a poll. Let's conduct a poll.
Let's find out what people think.
Okay. How many of you feel confident that you can create a good video? So I want you guys to select one of these options, yes, no, or maybe with the help of the video fairy. And we're going to take a look, and wow.
Colin, I might add.
Colin is a video fairy, that's right.
Sprinkle my dust upon you.
If we get a lot of no's, maybe we can convince Colin to wear a fairy costume, and we'll make a video of that, and we'll send it out to all of you. We are getting a ton of results here from you guys. Let me see here.
So depending on how you're watching this, you may just type in the question box underneath the video, or if some of you watching this will be able to click right on the screen. And if you do use the question box beneath, make sure you keep your email open, because that it's a different service that would send you communicate with us with email. But whichever it is, please give us your yes, no, or maybe with the help of the video fairy, and we'll see what's going on out there.
That's right. Yep, we're leaving the poll open just for a couple more seconds. Actually, I'm going to give you a countdown here of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we are going to close this poll now. And let's take a look at the results. Well, look at that. We have yes, 46%. Okay, we got a couple no's, 12%, and a bunch of maybe with the help of the video fairy. So maybe we'll have to dress Colin up in a fairy outfit.
Oh, that's good. I like seeing that kind of confidence. Everyone, 46% yes. It says how many people feel confident you can create a good video. Well, don't confuse that with optimizing and marketing a good video. I'm sure you good-looking people out there are automatically saying that, yes, I can make a good video because I'm beautiful, and I'm right along there with you because I can do the same thing. But after this webinar, you'll see that there's a lot of little tips and things to help boost that up and realize that marketing and getting video to the top of the search results and getting a worldwide audience is exactly what you want to do, and we're going to be getting right into that.
Right. Our goal of this webinar is we're going to run this poll again, and hopefully the numbers change to more yeses, and that's what we're going to do for you. So let's get going here, Colin. Let's talk about some stats. These are really interesting, and these are updated. YouTube actually has a stats page where you can get the most recent information, and this is close to as recent as I can get, so these stats will change and the numbers will increase, but let's cover some of these. Number one, over 3 billion videos are viewed every day. That is amazing. That's crazy, and that is one of the reasons why we're doing this webinar, to tell people these videos are being viewed, get your videos out there so you can be part of this 3 billion. Also, number two, nearly 8 years of content is uploaded every day. That's 8 years. That's 24-hour days, 365 days a year, 8 years. That's insane. That is more content than the 3 major American broadcasting networks together that they have created in 60 years. So you think about ABC, CBS, NBC. What they have created content-wise in the last 60 years is not even at all what YouTube is doing every day. Also, number 3, there's 150 years of YouTube video being watched every day on Facebook alone. People are, YouTube made it very easy for the social networks to integrate videos, and just on Facebook, not even counting Google Plus or Twitter or any of the other ones, 150 years of video is watched every day. Number 4, YouTube is monetizing over 3 billion video views per week globally. And that's what Tom was talking about earlier with Gloria Starr. She's making money on her channel. People are now making money strictly from content that they put on YouTube. They're making a video. It's getting a lot of views. YouTube says, hey, you want to put some ads on here? And they say yes. And people are now getting paid just because people are watching those videos. So not only can you use YouTube to promote your business and brand yourself and sell your products, at the same time, you could be getting paid from YouTube to throw a couple ads on there and getting cost per clicks. Colin, is there anything you want to throw in here?
Well, yeah, I'm going to throw in number 5 here because I love offering more statistics. But YouTube videos show up on phones easily. My kid walks around, he's 18, and all his friends, they're watching videos and doing everything on their mobile phones. And a lot of old traditional websites that don't have any current videos on there aren't showing up on the phones like they should. And if you have a big YouTube presence, you're guaranteed that the younger generation and people who are more tech savvy than maybe even ourselves are going to be able to watch these videos on YouTube. So you're getting a larger audience, a whole another demographic for people using mobile devices, iPads, iPhones, so it's really important.
Good point, Colin. Mobile, I didn't even think about that. YouTube also, some people, maybe their sites aren't even optimized for mobile yet at all, but YouTube is optimized. So if you have a video on YouTube, it can be viewed on any mobile device.
It'll play perfectly.
It'll play perfectly. So if you're a little bit behind the curve and your site is not mobile friendly, well, guess what? Your videos are already good to go. One more stat I want to throw in there really quick. YouTube is now the second largest search engine right behind Google. It's past YouTube. People are now using a video sharing site, YouTube, as a search engine. And it actually has its own keyword suggestion tool, and we'll get into all that too. But this is just another reason why you want to make videos, because people are looking on YouTube, and Google owns YouTube, so they work hand in hand. So what do you think? If you have a video that's doing very well on YouTube, do you think it's going to probably help out with the search results?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So just another reason why you have to get some videos going.
Nancy was so kind enough to create a hashtag for us. It's YouTube SS. YouTube SS. Thank you, Nancy. That's very nice of you. Appreciate it.
All right. Great. Thank you, Nancy. Okay. So why don't we talk about a first little tip here, keywords and the proper use of keywords in your videos.
Absolutely. This is the entire essence of getting search results for your video. YouTube and Google and the other search engines, no matter what anyone's searching for, they're putting in search phrases, keywords, and keyword phrases. And titling your videos is the #1 place you want to put those keywords and keyword phrases to get that kind of positioning. So you want to be careful what you title your videos, and you want to do your research beforehand. And we're going to show you a couple of examples of people who have done that and the difference in views that they get. But when Google looks for a video, it can't really see what the content is inside of it. It doesn't really know what you're saying. So it's important that the title is something that it can look for the proper keywords. Look at this example here, one of Tom's great videos that he used to make money for his business, and it's called What to Sell on eBay. Now, he didn't just make that up off the top of his head. He actually did his research first, and there was a whole page full of results based on the keyword eBay and selling on eBay that people really use and type in search engines, and that's what you want to title your videos. And you can see here he did a great job, What to Sell on eBay. That's the exact phrase somebody would put in. That's what I would put in if I was in Google and I wanted to know. I wouldn't just write make money eBay. I'd talk like a real person. What to sell on eBay, or even what should I sell on eBay, or something along those lines, or both of those. Anything's great. So you can see Tom did his research here, made a great title, keyword rich. It's in the form of a question, which is a very popular way to search for information. And you can see the views here reflect that. That's a good number of views. And this is an older slide, actually. Those views have gone probably doubled or tripled by then since this was taken. And this leads to information that he tells you inside the video about how to sell on eBay. Then, of course, he tells you where to go to get more information about how he can show you how to make more money on eBay. So it all leads along like a funnel from information to answer, and it's all through the title. So these keywords are critically important.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And like Colin said, putting keywords in the title is very important. And one thing that you want to do is you want to make sure the most important keywords are the farthest to the beginning of the title, because the search engines will search from left to right, just like how we read. And so when they hit the first keywords, they're going to, that's the first thing they see. So that's going to be very important. And I always like this picture of Tom because he looks kind of like a little evil, like henchman kind of guy, but he's really not. It's just like, I like the picture that we used for that. So let's talk about, well, of course, Tom knows what he's doing,
Absolutely.
you know, but let's talk about a Joe Schmo kind of guy.
Yeah, just somebody like yourselves that are thinking, how can I really get a lot of views, or is this really going to work for me? Well, if you use your keywords and you do your research properly, yes, this works.
Yeah.
These are great results, and they're real. It's how we've been doing it for years, and it really works. And it's very important. Here's an example of someone who is selling a dog training ebook. It's actually a free ebook, which is probably promoting a bunch of his other DVDs and products. Smart move on his part. And this is the amazing dog training man. I like that, and that's kind of funny. But I want you to notice the views on here, 317,000, and that's a lot. And that's a great way to spread this ebook around, and thus spreading people into his sale funnel and taking them to where you want them to go. And look at the keywords he used. Dog training dash solve your dog's jumping problem.
Right.
Well, you know, those has a number of keywords in it. First, you got your main keywords, dog training, which is what someone would type into a box. And then solve your dog's jumping problem. That's what we call a secondary or long tail phrase that other people would search in a box. Maybe someone may put in partial keywords of this entire title, or maybe just one or the other, but it's covering a bunch of different keywords that people search for every day. That is the reason he has 317,000 views. I guarantee you the search engines have put this up on very good positioning based on those keywords, not because he has a million friends and family that have racked up 300,000 views on this. It's because normal people are finding this video every day and giving this man the power to spread and promote this business and this ebook, and keywords were the entire trick to this.
Yes, and then just to reiterate what Colin was talking about, the main keyword, dog training, and then it's like a subtitle, solve your dog's jumping problem. And this guy, it says right here, he has 234 videos. He has, I'm sure he has other topics, and he'll start them out with dog training, dash, and then the subtopic. So dog training,
How to keep your dog from barking,
I keep it barking, peeing on the rug, you know, humping your leg, whatever. Also, if you look at this still, yes, Colin, he's right. He's giving away a free ebook. Of course, it's going to help out his site when anybody ever downloads it. But if you look at this little progress bar in the bottom left, right above the play button, there's a yellow line. Now, that yellow line indicates an ad that he agreed to put into his video. And all you have to do is say, yeah, I want to put ads on this video, and YouTube does the rest. So not only is he, again, promoting a free ebook that hopefully, you know, cross your fingers, people will buy his product once they get his ebook, but he's also getting paid every time somebody clicks the ad that pops up when the player gets to this little yellow line. We showed you two good examples of how to use keywords correctly. Now we're going to show you a way to use keywords incorrectly, and this is a thing that you don't want to do.
A lot of this has to do with it's my video. I'm going to put my name in it. I'm going to talk about me. Well, your name, unless you're famous already, your name is not a keyword people are searching for. And it should be, I'm sorry, but if it's not right now, maybe it will be later. But you have to use keywords that people really look for. You have to do your research to title your videos. You can see this man here. He's Dr. Miller, and he has a lot of videos, 680 videos. This guy's been busy. I love the idea that he's got that many, but he's hardly getting any views whatsoever, and the reason is there's no keywords in this. Dr. Miller's post-lecture session part 2.
Are all those people dead that are in the video? They look like they're dead.
I'm sure that that guy on the right, you know,
he's got a broken neck. Yeah.
He's obviously Dr. Miller's lectures aren't really all that great either, or as quite as and there's another guy, I mean, looking on the left top, getting ready to get sick or something over there. But this isn't how you title videos. There's not a single keyword really in here. And poor Dr. Miller, this might be, despite these people falling asleep, critical information that I may need for my business or to make myself feel better, but I have no idea, first off, what the video is even about.
Right.
And I would never find it because I'm never using words to search like this. And the views are a reflection of bad keyword titling. And so when we go back and talk about keywords in the title being the critical essence of this, of how you get good views and good search positioning, this is an example of how it works. We saw the dog guy, a regular guy just like one of us, using it to get tons of views. You saw Tom, a world-famous marketer, using keywords the right way to sell his business. And then you got people who don't know what they're doing. Yeah. And I'm afraid to see it. I see this more often than not. Most people do not title their videos properly. In fact, I would say 80% of the videos I see are titled incorrectly and not using not using keywords, and this is what you get.
Yeah. Now that actually is a good thing for you guys because you are learning the correct way to do it. And remember that stat that I mentioned earlier, the 3 billion videos are being uploaded every day, or 3 billion are being viewed. If the majority of those are uploaded wrong, nobody's going to find them. So you can come out on top by doing the title correctly. Now, like Colin said, we don't know what this lecture is about. We know it's a post-lecture of something. If Dr. Miller just simply put a little category that was a good keyword, like how to put your audience to sleep dash Dr. Miller's post-lecture session part 2, that would help. And again, he must be doing something right video-wise because he has 680 of these videos, but everything else he's doing wrong because he only has 68 views. If he did this right with all 680 of his videos,
could you imagine
the
how many
views are going to skyrocket.
How many people would have seen it? What if he'd gotten 300,000 views because he titled this correctly times the 680? We're talking millions and, I mean, tens of millions of views, something that you would never be able to afford to do in traditional marketing.
Yeah. Also, he did do one other thing that's a good idea. You notice in the title that it is part 2. So somewhere floating out there, there's part 1, even though it's incorrectly titled. He broke it into chunks, and those chunks, breaking your video into part 1, part 2, parts 3 and 4, if they are out there, is a good idea. You can also sprinkle in, we'll get to that, but you can also sprinkle in different tags in these different parts, and sometimes part 4 will pop up, and somebody will find it, and they will work their way back to your part 1 and watch all of your videos. So, come on, Dr. Miller, step it up.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I've got a thing here from Jim asked about not using your business name in your title. Doesn't that hurt your branding? Well, it hurts you a lot worse if nobody sees your videos. So,
right.
So at least you get people in, and then you can tell them about your branding, and then your description can show them your branding. But it's ridiculous to use it to be ego-driven. I'm not saying Jim is. I'm just saying that it's ridiculous to throw your name everywhere when you're absolutely certain nobody's going to see it. All right.
Yeah, once they watch the video, once they found it on a search engine and it's information they need to know, they can watch the video, and that's where your branding takes place, where they get to see you. You're selling you. You're selling your expertise. I get to watch that video and see, this is the man I want to work with. That's the brand.
Yep.
And that's very important. It needs to be found.
Now, we keep talking about using correct keywords in your title, and we're going to show you a tool that you can actually use to find these good keywords.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've been talking about this, but think about it yourself. Who out there, and I want to see say a heck yes or yes me, who wants to know how to use different keyword phrases, a tool that they can use for their business to help find all the suggestions that they need, break all these different keywords down into great title videos. And definitely want to see who would be interested in that, because we're going to show you right now. And
well, they're pouring in over here, guys.
In essence, this is the trick. This is, okay, guys, this is what Tom uses. And I've seen him do it. I've seen him put in a phrase in this tool we're going to show you right now. And I know this, I'm so glad you guys are interested in this, because, like I said, this is the essence of it. And I've seen literally pages of suggestions that Tom has pulled up. And you know what? That's not only just suggestions for titles. It's actually given him ideas of what to shoot the videos about. So he has an entire list of topics pre-shoot that we can sit there and say, well, here's our next video, line by line. So if you're sitting around wondering, I don't even know what to talk about, this is going to give you suggestions.
Yeah, let me jump in here. We've got a lot of questions about the title and people wondering if they can change it after their video's up, and that's absolutely yes, but absolutely no, do not re-upload the video because it'll zero out your view count. So if you did have some views on it, they're going to go away if you upload the video, but you can always go in and edit the title and description and so forth. But boy, is it they're pouring in here. They want to hear this. Let's get to it.
Yeah.
Let's do this. This is the word tracker at freekeywords.wordtracker.com. It's something Tom's been using for years, and he recommends it to all his clients. And I've used it for years, and it's a really cool tool. So definitely, let's go ahead and show them how it's done.
Sure, sure.
Well, there is a lot of people on this call that are public speakers. So why don't we just use public speaking as a good keyword? We can use pretty much anything, dog training, how to bake an apple pie, but let's give them something that they can relate to here.
And so this is what you would do. You would actually type in this box the term, whatever your business is, in this example, public speaking, and then we click search, and the keyword tool shows you results that you can also use as additional keywords, such as best public speaking gestures, fear of public speaking, that's a great one to do a video on, effective public speaking training, and you're going to see the amount of searches right here under the searches category.
Yeah, you're seeing exact how many people are looking for these certain phrases, so you know what to put as titles in here. And there's other ones, if you know your industry well, you can do research on a number of different phrases. Public speaking gestures, fear of public speaking, that's huge. Public speaking courses, I mean, if you're a teacher, that would be wonderful. And of course, there's other ones you can think of even beyond these, such as presentation skills, corporate leadership speaking and training, and the list goes on. We've literally used the word public speaking and different offshoots and this tool to come up with dozens and dozens and dozens of great titles. You can see the things that people are searching on, the exact numbers and topics.
Okay, yeah. Get some questions about comparing different tools. Here's something that I believe Google will never admit to, but the people that are in the know kind of know that this happens. The Google tools, we believe, are inflated figures. They include robot and fake searches, and it's kind of like the fox guarding the hen house with Google, because they want these keywords to look really great to you because they want you to join their Google AdWords program and overpay for the clicks. And they get rich, and then you go away, and they don't really care. But, this, of course, this is all just my opinion. But the word tracker tool is very accurate, cuts out all the robot and fake searches, and keep in mind the numbers are U.S. only, and they're approximately, for our purposes, per day when you see the numbers. So we like the word tracker tool because it's more accurate.
A brand new keyword tool, and it's so new that it's basically in beta, and you should check it out, but don't rely on it just yet until it's more refined, and that is the YouTube keyword tool. You go ahead and when you get a chance, Google search the YouTube keyword tool, and this is, again, this is a suggestion just for YouTube videos alone, just for the site YouTube, okay? So that one's good. What I like to do, I like to compare all three. You know, I like to use Google's keyword tool, I like to use Word Tracker, and I like to use the YouTube keyword tool as well. And then you know, what it helps us do is helps give us just suggestions to do other videos and other little subtitled videos.
Yeah, and if you're serious about your topic, you do every keyword you can get a hold of. It only takes a few minutes to shoot one of these. I don't know if they're going to get into that later, but if it was 2 searches a day, that's 7,000 people over the course of your topic in 5-10 years. So shoot the video on every keyword that applies to you.
Back to what Tom was talking about can you change the title? Absolutely. What Tom said, don't re-upload, but picture your videos like a plant, and you can continually prune the plant like a little bonsai tree or something. You can always go back into the videos that you already have uploaded and the new videos that you're going to be putting up there, hopefully. You can always go back and try new titles. You can edit the description box, which we will get into, and the tags. So you can kind of test and see, okay, this title didn't work for this month so well, I'm going to try a new title, and you can do that over and over again. You can add more to it, you can refine it, so don't just throw a YouTube video up there and let it die on the vine. Okay?
Test it. Different titles, and you'll start seeing different numbers come up.
Yeah.
And of course, we're talking about all these keyword titles and getting searches, so but someone has found my video, someone knows what the video is about, they watch me, they see that I'm fantastic and they love me. How do they get to my website? How can I get YouTube to actually get them to my website? Well, you put a clickable link to your website in the description box. And I hate to say it again, but I see this all the time. A huge majority of people forget to put a clickable link in their description box. And they may even not even get around to putting the URL to a website or even an 800 number in the video itself anywhere. So I could have seen a video. How in the world am I supposed to buy something or go to somewhere to opt in or any other conversion? Well, you need a clickable link. And the clickable link in the description box is one of the only places, if the only place that I know of on a video page, that you can put a link to your website. And you can put as many of these as you want. You can make a very long description. You can put a number of different clickable links. But all you simply have to do is type out the entire URL, starting with the HTTP, and the colon and // and write it out, and it becomes an automatically blue clickable link to your website. So someone can literally be watching your video and just move their mouse just a few inches down and go to your website. I do it all the time, but this is how we drive traffic to the website using the video. You really have to put this in here. And Mark, we put it on the first line, and there's a reason for that.
Absolutely, yes. Take a look at this description box. Now, most people are going to be just popping up onto YouTube and finding a video they like, and they're going to just watch it. They're not going to watch it on your channel, which we will get into in a little bit. They're just going to find it randomly floating around on YouTube. And so when they go to watch your video, this description box it's folded up. Basically, you only will see the top 2 lines of this description box, and then there's a button to drop down to expand the description box so you can read the rest of the description. Well, we like to put the link as the first thing in the description because it is always visible. It is, no matter if it's expanded or not, it's always there. Also, it's right in line with your channel name. If you see in blue here, Info Marketing Experts is the name of our channel, which is also clickable. And it's also in line with the play button, the volume. It's all right in this area, so it's very visible.
And a lot of non-savvy computer users would never even know to click there's just a little tiny drop-down arrow to see the whole description.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of non-savvy people would never even know that it's there.
No. They don't really bother with it.
They don't bother with it either. Lazy people like myself, I don't want to read the whole description. So and there's a lot of people, a lot of examples. Even that dog training guy, he put a link to his site, but he put it down in a couple paragraphs.
When we looked at the video, I did not see that on the top line.
I didn't see it
either. So I would physically have to go in there and click down to even see it, and a lot of people aren't going to do that.
No, a lot of people aren't going to do it. And Colin, like Colin said, you have to, the only way to make it actually clickable is to type out http://www. You have to put the whole URL in there.
Don't forget to put a space at the end. This is whatever you're doing in the internet. If there's never a comma at the end of a URL, which will make the system think that it's not really a clickable link. So always a space. Don't hit enter, don't put a comma, don't put a period. Always has to be a space at the end of a link like that.
Yes, good call. And I've seen a lot of people, if you go out on YouTube right now, and there's a ton of people that will kind of do half the job. They'll type out www and their website, but they don't include the HTTP, and therefore it's not clickable. And I guess they're hoping people are going to copy and paste, but like I said, I'm lazy and I'm not going to copy and paste. I'm only going to click. So definitely. Also, in your description, you want to throw in a couple keywords.
Yeah, actually, the keywords are very important in the description. And here's a correlation I've discovered personally, that the longer the description is, the more views it's been getting. And I've actually tested that and experimented with that a bit. And I actually got that from Tom the first time around with a funeral or eulogy video he did, where he made a very long description, and it got more views than the others. So I don't know if there's any big scientific fact about that, but putting more keywords in the description can't hurt. And, of course, it explains more if someone dares to read it all. It actually explains exactly what the video is about.
Yeah, and also in that particular video, I used the names of famous people's eulogy speeches.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that helped that description out. People find me when they were looking for John Kennedy eulogy or something like that. So, but you just have to be careful. Don't go overboard and and describe things that aren't really in your video or your video is not about, because somebody can flag your video, and then if you get a review from the YouTube people, they might say, hey, you're spamming because you are misrepresenting your video. So don't go overboard with that, but you can use it to your advantage by putting other keywords in your video or in your description.
Oh, yeah.